Good day, everybody. This is a Hawk. This is part two of a part three interview with the Zulu family, royal family, and an emissary from India. It's a continuation of a very long interview I had with them regarding the death of the king's oldest son, and the situation in South Africa as it stands, and the future that could bring change. Please enjoy the show.
Yes.
I, as Prince and Zulu Royal Prince, definitely I'm going to stand on behalf of my people, even for the nation at large. Because just sitting or sitting like this, definitely Zulu Kingdom will be perishing bit by bit. It will be going down bit by bit. But with your support and the support from others, definitely we can be like the way Eswatini is, Swaziland. Look what the way Swaziland is.
Exactly.
We were like that, then definitely the Zulu nation was going to be very great and very, very rich.
So
but because of this collaboration we are having, that is where the problem is.
That is why we came with the idea of this organization, because we are now inviting international associates with us, and we need support with international supporters like you, because you also have a large experience about South Africa and corruption and everything. So MCO we decided to be taken to the global level.
Very good. So I have a question for you. Do you guys have companies that are mill rights?
Companies that
they can cut wood.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
is a lot.
So here's the thing: you build a factory close to where your supply is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you get a sample from here of what they want and how they want it packaged.
Exactly.
You send it the way they want it, and then they say, "Okay, go ahead. We'll give you a minimum order of $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
We need it by this time, shipped to the United States."
Yes.
To a place, because they have one place in the United States where Home Depot, Lowe's, Shopco, all these places, Ace, they buy their wood all from the same places.
Yes.
They supply. Now, if you can supply it cheaper than China, you got yourself millions of dollars. That money there alone will then increase all the other projects that you're doing.
Yes.
For instance, you guys started a thing with cell towers. Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
It was started in Goonie Trust, I think. They were putting one cell tower close to one in Duna, in that area, or one chief, right? Then he was getting 7,000 rand a year for just that one tower.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, here comes the Tsotsis. What were they stealing? They're stealing the generator and they're stealing the batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another thing, solar power. You put solar power on everybody's house. What they don't use, you sell back to the city. You're making money and it's free. There is thousands of different ways to make money. But you have to have your people to do it in such a way that they're all part of the system. That everybody helps one another. If you catch a Tsotsi, you fix him.
Yeah, with one mindset, yes.
You catch a Tsotsi, you fix him. You catch a guy that's corrupt, you get rid of him, you put him in jail. You can't have what we're having now with Zuma laughing at the court system. So now you embolden the criminal not to do the right thing. I remember.
Yes,
I have a question for you. Do the people
yes, please.
do the people still sing on a Friday?
Not really, not really. That one was gone a long time ago.
I remember as a little boy, on Friday, everybody used to sing. Everybody was happy. Everybody was mafuta. Everybody was, they were, you know, people weren't lamile. They weren't hungry. I remember, I'd love it on Friday. You hear everybody singing on the way home on a Friday to catch the Patco bus to go home. Everybody's singing. Why? He got paid. He had a job. He's going home to his family. He's happy, right? I remember when I was a kid, we had a house where we had no yard, so we used to hire guys to come, and me and them all with a pig, and together, Shoza Loza, Shoza Loza. You remember? Yeah. I'd sing it, and we all throw the pig together all day. These are the things that need.
That's true. Yeah, those are the things which we really need to tackle on. And if we can try to bring like all the people, all the individuals from east, west, north, south, we join them together, we give them one word. Definitely we are going to change this South Africa. Let me talk of South Africa first. Because if we allow the government just to take control over everything, then definitely we will be just in circles. We are not going to do anything.
I'm going to prove to you that the ANC is controlled by the rich money. You know how? And this is not political, it's just a fact. Ace Mashula will not be in the government by the end of next month.
Exactly. The news is everywhere where he wants to come off from the government and to even form his own party.
Why? Because Anton Rupert told Ramaphosa, Ace Mashula has to leave the government, otherwise no more money. Now you see what I'm talking about. Who's running the government? It's not the government. It's the rich people. When they were going to go to Plettenberg Bay to riot and burn those houses, suddenly it got stopped the next day with one phone call from Anton Rupert. That's proving my point. Maybe it's time for you to go talk to him too. You tell him, we want to be independent of the government. We do not want to be part of the tax system. We want to be independent. We will allow you to invest in our companies, but not, we want you to sign a contract. So it's not part where they can control you. Does that make sense? So that you are you become autonomous because you guys, that's what you need. It's the only way to survive. And then you build the Zulu nation up again with pride. It's splintered. It's deliberately splintered because of political reasons. How do they control you? By dividing you. Am I right?
Very much, yeah.
So to do that, you need to say, if it was me, I would, when the morning part's over for your father, is to send a message out there that he wanted the Zulu nation to be united again as one nation under one idea.
That statement is already in there, which the king himself issued even to the government. Remember the time we all were in London? I remember that was last year. There was a time when the government wanted to come in and stripe the powers of the Zulu kingdom. Then the king himself said something like, if they want to stripe like the Zulu, to put them down, to bring down the Ingwenyama Trust, then there must be blood to flow. Definitely you should do that statement to say no one is going to dismantle the Zulu nation, no one is going to disunity the Zulu nation, and that tune will still remain even for us who are still standing on behalf of our past on king. Definitely will not allow anyone to come and stripe the powers of Zulu, to come and make division in our kingdom. That will never happen, because personally, I represent the Zulus everywhere internationally. Wherever I go, definitely I have to carry the Zulu nation on my shoulder. Even in India, Zulu nation is still there moving forward. Zambia, Zulu nation is moving forward. Tanzania, Botswana, and so forth. So definitely, we are not going to allow anyone, not even the government itself. That statement is already there in the office, whereby the king issued to say, whether you've gone, whether I'm still alive, Zulu nation will remain Zulu. And for that, we will definitely fight as Zulus.
So, does your uncle want to tell me something?
Yes, I think my uncle also would like to say something on that one, because he's been in South Africa. He understands more than I do myself, because I was in Europe most of the years. But him being brought up in South Africa, grew up in the presence of the Zulus, definitely can say something over that one. So over to him, please.
Okay.
No, thanks again for just having that opportunity. But even though he has just attached a lot of things, so I'm very much impressed for what he has attached. But yes, true, and I was listening to you also, expressing yourself about what is happening in South Africa. Yes, it's our serious concern also. That is why we have sat down and we have done our researches also and checked properly what are we actually benefiting to this democracy, to this thing that is so-called a democracy. We only realize that it's only the poverty and also the crime rate that is always accumulating, is increasing every day. Hunger and also the homeless. That is why AMCO now is there to represent the kings and the queens, prince and the princess to all the countries, more especially even to the rural areas where people are neglected. We have go there with them and see what is happening. We have gone to the streets and see what is happening. Our government, our churches, all the peoples who are in powers, they all pass by them. If you can see the numbers of the children in the street and the a number of the youth that are in the street are under influence of drugs and alcohol, and the youth are dying, children of 3 years, 2 years, they're becoming victims of rape and killings, and also our youth, and all that is neglected. The concern, it's all about businesses and the money mongers, people who wanted to be in collaboration with the richest people that we have named them here. I'm very much concerned and I'm very much frustrated. Our people are folding hands, more especially to the rural areas people. In South Africa, Zulu, to the Zulu kingdoms also, a lot of people, they are not even well educated. They are in poverty. The most of the rural area people are not working, are succeeding with the pension money, with the grants money. What is the grants money that they are getting? It's nothing. They are having about families of 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 15. They are surviving with the grants or the social grant of these children, 480 rands. We have started a crèche whereby even the people, they fail even to pay 100 rand just because of they don't have it at all. They don't have money at all. And our government and the business sectors, they don't take us seriously as we wanted to be a game changers. We wanted to see, we are seeing things differently because we have done our research. And even if you go to the rural area, a lot of places, there's no even a tire roads. There is no shopping centers. There is a lack of development programs and the projects. I can just say that this thing is making me sad and it brings the tears in my ear, in my eyes all the time. I have a sleepless night. I always pray for the good people who can be in collaboration with what we have started. A good people to all colors, to bring ourselves together, to forget what the government is doing, to form our own organizations, to form our own businesses through these neglected people that are suffering. We'll train them, we'll give them the opportunities, we'll bring them from out of the street and give them the proper counselings through to the rehabilitation centers. Because even the government sectors, such as welfare, SASAs, they only look your face. If you are not familiar to them, you will never even get help. Even if you raise a serious concern, they don't take you seriously. Everything that is happening is all about corruptions. How many foundations do we have in South Africa? How many organizations do we have in South Africa that are all benefiting in the government? They are getting millions, they are getting 100,000s, they are getting money from the business sectors. Some of them, they don't even disclose their even information that they are getting money abroad, to Britain, to London, all over the countries outside. But they get that money, they are driving expensive cars. They are staying in towns. Why? They pass our youth, our children sitting in the street. A lot of children, they are not attending the churches. We have a project, a very big project, Siatutuga, as we are in collaboration with Shila Foundation. That is so sad. We use a Daga church to just accommodate children. We raise the money from our pockets to buy food for them. That is very sad. We wanted to be a game changer. We wanted to go back to our peoples. We wanted to tell truth as you are telling truth. We need people like you to become on board. As you are saying also, there is a lot of businesses. Yes, we can manage. Yes, we can do it through our development programs. Because we will bring the youth, we will train them. We will be associating with the small farmers that who are doing the forest. I know them in person. I'm in good condition. I'm in good communication with them also. But I was like praying for the people like you, who can say, yes, there is a door. How you can use this door? If I open this door, if I let you enter, what will you do for us? That will be assuring us about everything that we are doing, that we are giving us a quality things. That thing will benefit the poor of the poorest. That thing will be benefiting the neglected peoples. That thing will be a game changer and will bring a hope to hopeless. That thing will overcome a poverty to our societies. I'm very much appreciating everything that we have done, that we have said, and to have Brother Malik next to me, to have Brother Prince next to me. We see things in one eyes. To have my sister as my wife, she's the one who's always there for us and pushing us and trying to make things happen. She's a qualified also teacher. She has a problem also because she's trying to educate children even after school, but there is no resources. As I said, that we don't no centers, we don't have a crash because people they cannot benefit, they cannot contribute us anything because they don't know us. We are not familiar to their eyes. And even if the government, those top people, MECs, that they are in the government, if they give money, they look at your face, what you can give, what you can give them back out of will be benefiting. We are not working like that. We are true leaders. We are serving God. We wanted to be transparent to everything that we are doing. We are not doing for us to become famous. We wanted to be a game changer. We wanted God to think us about this. We wanted all the nation to be happy and to have faith on us. As bringing the nation together, that will be actually benefiting a lot of people. Colored, Indian, white, all kinds of races to the street. We will make sure that we create more and more opportunities through any projects, through any programs that will be having on hands, as the one that you are also mentioning now. I thank you very much for everything. I hope and trust very soon we will be disclosing everything to you. We'll send a video anytime soon where we'll hold our own interview. And after interview, we'll send everything to you because we will be in collaboration of our plans, our vision, our everything that we have planned, everything that we have seen, that we see, and what we wanted things to be done. We will send it through to you, and I hope and trust that you will be guiding us to the right direction, as we wanted to be a best. We wanted everybody to be a part of what we are doing. We are the good listeners. We want to take any kind of advice, actually. Thanks very much. And I forget one thing to say to you. I forget to tell you about who is this person that is talking to you. Are you listening?
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting you.
Are you listening?
Yes.
I am Undabezitha. I am usithula isikandaba unogwaja omuhle nemlenze owezulu eliphezulu. Ufihla amakoti isiyahamba uyithi uthi mthandana uthi uyashaya amakhanda amadoda uyingqongqo weshisa usikhwakhwa kuyabuswa kaZulu. Him loyo. I will never finish mine. Next time I will finish.
Nice.
I hope you enjoyed the show. As you can see, these people are passionate about looking after South Africa, including their own people that are suffering, which are the extreme poor. I hope and pray that the situation in South Africa changes very soon, for the better, not for the worse. Everybody in South Africa needs a chance to live, prosper, make money, and live in a free society without crime, corruption, and education, medical, and many, many other things that need to be done. The situation in South Africa is so divided that it's almost impossible to get people to sit down and trust one another enough to come up with an answer that will be a solution for a peaceful future. And it can be done. This is the Hawk. Please look forward to the third video. I'm out of here. Take care.